A car charger that works as a tracker too. Welcome back to Techstination. I'm Fred Fishkin. Joining us from Logistimatics is President Gabriel Weeks. Hi, Gabriel.
Hey, Fred, how you doing this morning?
Terrific. Well, first tell us a little bit about Logistimatics. You focus
Sure.
on GPS tracking services?
Yes, sir. So Logistimatics is a company that was founded out of Greensboro, North Carolina, with a focus on GPS tracking services and consumer tracking devices. Our two flagship trackers are the car charger and what we call the Mobile 200. We look to facilitate tracking of valuable assets and helping people keep an eye on their belongings and loved ones as they travel around the world.
So let's describe this for folks. So you have one in your hand for people who are viewing this. This has USB-A and USB-C ports?
Yes, sir. So you can use it plugs into what, we used to call the cigarette lighter in the car. It's pretty small, pretty nondescript. It does also have charging ports in the bottom. And so what this car charger will do is, as your car is in motion, it will relay live where it is. And it also has the ability for live audio monitoring in the event that you need to listen into the vehicle by dialing a phone number that's associated strictly to this device and is in the hands of the user via our web app.
And there's obviously a cellular connection here, right? And GPS capability. Is there a battery? Does this only operate when the car is running, or does it charge up?
So there is a battery within the car charger, right? And so it will obviously charge when the car is on. If the car is left off for long periods of time, call it a week or two, the car charger tracker may die, but for the most part, you should have live tracking on the vehicle, whether on or off, as the battery supports the charger when the car is turned off.
And this pairs with an app for your phone, or you can go on the web to see where your vehicle is?
Yes, sir. So we have a web app at app.logistimatics.com. We also have apps in the iPhone and Android Play stores. And so, excuse me, you should have live access to your device, whether you're on your computer at home or checking in on your phone.
You can also hear audio from inside the vehicle, I understand, with a live audio feature. How does that work?
That's correct. So you can reference the number that's stored on your account. You can buy audio hours online. So we associate audio hours come at a charge of $6 per hour charged online. You get a phone number that you can reference within your user interface on the app, and you can call in to listen in to what's going on in the car. Funnily enough, I was speaking with a finance representative that we work with in Toronto. There's a ton of car theft in Toronto going on at the moment, and the car charger tracker kind of really piqued his interest when we were talking about our product offering, because he said, it would be great to not only know where my car is, but in the event of theft, if I could call in, understand the environment or what's taking place in the car, that would make him feel a lot more secure and give him the peace of mind to know that his car is protected.
And there's nothing obvious on this unit that tells people that this is a tracker as well?
No, I mean, as you can see, it's relatively small. My hands are big. I'm 6'5", but even still, it's pretty small. And there's a faint red light just to indicate that it is on. But other than that, it pretty much appears to be a cell phone charger.
Tell me about some of the use case scenarios. I mean, you just mentioned one, trying to prevent theft.
Sure. So I'll often use it in my car. My wife and I share a car, and we coordinate our travel around each other's schedules. And so, she may go to a spin class, and I have an obligation that I need to make my way to. And so I've found it very helpful for me being able to go and check out and say, oh, okay, I know she's going to be home in a short amount of time. Also, we hear frequent use cases of folks who have teenage drivers or elderly drivers who may want to know where their teenager or their mother is. And it provides them, just that additional peace of mind of knowing where their loved ones are in the world, rather than having to constantly be calling them, checking in.
Interesting. So what do you say to people who may raise issues? Okay, what about privacy?
Technology is a double-edged sword, and I think that's applicable to technology across not only GPS tracking, but, advertisement, and the fact that our phones are listening in to provide us targeted advertisement And there are people out there who are using it for malignant purposes. That said, Logistimatics does everything that we can to remain compliant with local law and ensure that our customers are using it for the right reasons.
Is there other data too? Does it give you things like speed or anything like that?
Yes. So if you were to jump into the application, what you'll see is essentially a track of where your tracker currently is, but how it's gotten there over a period of time. And so if you can look along any one of those pins, it will drop on its way and check in on the speed at that point in time. And so if you're worried about, your 17-year-old getting a little too happy in the new Mercedes driving too fast, you can always hover over that data point and figure out if they're going 100 down the freeway.
Tell us about how this works. This is you purchase the unit and there's a subscription based model with it. Tell us about it.
Correct. Yep. So it's all through our website, logistimatics.com. We do sell the hardware and the subscription bundled. So at the point of checkout, you'll essentially pay for the hardware, but then there's also an associated subscription. We sell a monthly subscription at $24.95 or an annual subscription at $204.95. So depending on your use case, it may make more sense to go with the annual or the monthly subscription. That will renew automatically, but it's very easy to cancel through the application or through coordination with our customer success team at any point, should you want to no longer have that service associated with the device. The device is yours forever.
Can customers get insurance breaks for using something like this?
We have not developed partnerships with insurers at the current moment. It's something that we've looked into, but not quite a field that we've broken into to provide, like partnerships with Progressive to provide those breaks.
But fleet owners or employers would obviously be interested in something like this too, to be able to know where their vehicles are at any given time.
Yeah, so we do a fair amount of business with businesses. So there are a couple police departments, funnily enough, that will keep these car charger trackers in their cruisers so that they can know where their fleet of vehicles are at any point in time. And we do have a lot of, utility companies or things of that nature who are using GPS tracking services to either keep track of their vehicles or their valuable assets.
Very interesting. And the biggest market for this, where do you see it right now?
So the biggest market is, consumer does a significant amount of our business, which is, just your average person wants to get visibility into the location of their assets or protect their cars or their vehicles or get an eye on loved ones. We've also seen significant traction on the B2B side of the business within, supply chain, folks who are shipping high value assets within a closed loop supply chain system and are heavily reliant upon the efficiency due to really the current economic environment and that overall global supply chain that's kind of tightened over the last couple of years.
Very interesting. So for more information, where can people go?
Sure. So people can go to logistimatics.com. That's our consumer website. We also have a website, GPX, X as in X-ray.co, which has a line of sight to our business assets.
Terrific. Gabriel Weeks, thank you so much for spending time with us.
Great to start the day with you, Fred. Appreciate your time.